What's up everybody? The name is Fall Knight, the French Canadian, and I hope you're doing well today because I will be doing right now the deck profiles of my own light zombie stun deck. So shout out to the Format Library Discord server. They have a great community who help me a lot to learn the Edison format, to learn to play the game, also to build this wonderful deck we have right now in front of us. So shout out to them, they're really cool, I love you all. And yeah, the links will be in the description below. There's also the server Discord of the edisonformat.com, which is a great website if you want to learn the format, what to know what's going on here, to check any deck lists and the recent events, or just like the card pool, a ban list, anything you have to need to play the Edison format, they have it. So great shout out to them, they're both wonderful, and as I said, the links will be in the description below. So alright guys, today I'm hyped, I'm excited. Maybe this is why I would be a little bit struggling to speak English today, because I'm really high right now. I just received more cards in real life. I played a lot of dueling books. I mean, by a lot I mean like 8 games in 3 days, but anyway, I have my decks in real life right now, and I'm excited to just do a deck profile of this deck. This is amazing, I really love it, and yeah, let's just jump right into it. So first of all, I will be starting with the main deck, of course, with the main sauce of this video. So first of all, to start with, we have triple turtle pyramid turtle. I mean, this card is wonderful. All right, this is one of my favorite card of Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like one of my favorite monsters. I mean, look at him. I mean, you know what, guys? I would say it right now. It is my favorite monster. All right, look at him. Look at him. I mean, you can see it. Let me just show you her instead. Look at him. He's so cool. He's wonderful. He's perfect. It's like anything you need. He's right here. Dude, look at him. Wow. Such a great card. I love him so much. Yo. Yeah, my nails is yellow. It's because I eat Doritos. I wash my hands. Just not that great. And anyway, this was disgusting. Sorry guys, let's go. Yellow, orange Doritos, gang. All right, this is disgusting. I just realized that my nails really suck. I'm really sorry guys. I hope I don't disgust you that much. Anyway, pyramid turtle, triple, of course, like it's a must-have in every zombie decks. All right, you have to play triple pyramid turtles. Why this card is such a wonderful deal? Well, when this card is, let me just read you the effect. All right, let me just read you this. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one zombie monster with 2000 or less defense from your deck. 2000 defense or less from your deck. You know what does that mean, guys? Alright, first turn, I set this monster. Your turn, you destroy it, fine. Go to the graveyard. Next, I have like, for example, boom, Goku with 2400 attack points. Yup, Sensei. Hey, guys, yo. I'm not making the rules, right? He has only 1400 defense. I mean, I can special summon it. Or maybe one red-eyed zombie dragon. It's not like such a deal as the cuckoo, but like, you know, he's wonderful. Alright, so just now you understand this card is wonderful because you can just set, it's like a easy one turn save card. You can special summon the zombies you need from your deck, and also this is a great wonderful card to do stall. For example, like your opponents have like 3 or 4 monsters on the field, there are high attack points and you have to defend yourself, otherwise you're dead. First, you set this one, destroy it, boom, special summon the next one, yeah, destroy summon the next one, yeah, destroy summon the next one. There we go, one of 11 Goku, I have an honest in my hand, boom, you suck. But no, seriously, this card is wonderful. I'm just doing some examples like that, but Pyramid Turtle must stream, you have to play it. Even though you don't like this deck profile, even though you don't like the build I made, just Pyramid Turtle is a must stream, alright? So now that I talk about Pyramid, you know what, sit there, I want you there, alright? For the rest of this video. Alright, so now that I just show you that, next card will be double Malevolent Mech Kokuan and one Red-Eye Zombie Dragon. Alright. So I know guys, some of you want to play optimal decks profile to increase your chances of winning matches and stuff. So of course, if you want like the best optimal build of this deck profiles, I will suggest removing one Red-Eye Zombie Dragon for a third Malevolent Mech. But the reason why I wanted to play Red-Eye Zombie Dragon that much is because it's like one of my favorite cards ever. just like Pyramid Turtle. The reason why is because Red Eyes Black Dragon was the first card ever of Yu-Gi-Oh! I received in real life. When I was 6 years old, it was Red Eyes Black Dragon that my uncle gave me, and since then I really love that card from Duel Monster. I love it that much. And Red Eyes Zombie Dragon, when I learned that it was legal in this format, I just thought it was a perfect fit in this deck, you know, with my Pyramid Turtle. So like I have my two favorite cards in this deck. And I know it's not that good, alright? Malevolent is better. Do you know why? Because when you... Alright, let me just say something first real quick. This card has Errata. What does that mean is that back in the day, in 2010, this card have a different effect. Or at least different formulating of it. Because right now it says you can normal summon this card without tributing, which is the same as today, with the same as back in the day, so it back at the day, so it's fine. On spot turn during the end phase, if this card was summoned this way, send it to graveyard, then take damage equal to its original attack in the graveyard. This is where the problem is. The card must be the only zombie monster on the field to activate and to resolve this effect. So for example, alright, just to put something straight, if for example I special summon it with Pyramid Turtle, this effect doesn't apply, alright? It's special summon, it's not normal summon without tributing, so it's perfect. But what was the word back in the day, it was you can normal summon this card without tributing a monster. If you do it, it is sent to the graveyard during that phase if you control no other zombie type monster. So as long as, for example, I control another zombie like Paladin of the Cursed Dragon, this card can stay on the field during each end phases of mine and also my opponent's mon. But what is mean by looking at this, how they write it now, it's the only zombie master on the field. So for example, if my opponent control a zombie, it still stay on the field, which does not apply in the past. So this is why it's a huge deal now in the Edison format. And this is why I have not that I have a learned problem playing this card, but I have to teach it to others because it's not a really popular card. And in fact, it's only known by people like me playing, you know, light zombie deck. Yeah. So this, like I said, this card can normal summon it itself without tributing, which is a huge deal. It has 2,400 attack points. It's really cool. And just before continuing to why it's such a big deal, let's just straight tell you what is the strategy of this deck. So first of all, I thought that maybe the strategy was to steal my opponent resources in his graveyard by playing 3 zombie wall. I thought, like for example with Paladin of the Cursed Dragon, or Red Eyes Zombie Dragon, or Zombie Master, or anyone that can, you know, special summon zombie from either graveyard. I thought at the beginning that my goal was to zombie world and then start steal my opponent resources monster. But I noticed that when I win, it's not because of this effect, but because of the huge attack points of my monster. And this is why it becomes more of a beatdown stun deck than just, you know, combo-ish stealing decks. And this is why it's such a big deal to have a monsters who you can just normal summon it without no big deal with 2,400. It's because the goal of this deck is just to beat down your opponents. It's just to have huge speed sticks to punch him in the face again and again and again, and have a back row or monster effect to protect these cards who are battling on the field right now. So this is why it's such a huge deal, and the reason why I'm playing one Red Eyes Zombie Dragon, it's like I said, I have one zombie world, we will go on later on. And for example, if it can happen, well, we have one Red Eyes Zombie Dragon, they have the same attack point, so it's not a big deal, and I love this card. But yeah, also the reason why this card is such a big deal, let me go straight to the next card. And the reason also why Red Eyes Zombie Dragon is not a good card in this deck is because of Honest. Honest is incredibly powerful, alright guys? During your main phase, you can return this card from the field to the end, so you have a lot of effects, right? But this is the next one we want to go. During either player's damage step, when a light monster you control battles, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. That monster gain attack equals to the attack of the opponent monster and is battling until the end phase. So, for example, if my Goku is battling, for example, Red Eyes Zombie Dragon, they have both 2,400 attack points. If they collide, they are done. They are both dead. But I can send Honest, I can declare his effect, set it to my graveyard, then give him my opponent's monster attack points. So for example, boom, now he is at 4,800 attack points. So now he can win this fight. This card is incredibly strong. This is why we're playing Light Zombie Beatdown, because Honest work on Goku, it works on Paladin, it works on Thunder King Ryo, it works on Cyber Dragon, for example. Also, it's such a good card. All right. So this is why Goku is a huge deal. It is why you should be playing 3 if you want the most optimal play. All right. Let me just get out of the way. There you go. You can stay there. You're cool. I love you. Next, like I said, double Honest. So you just see what is his biggest strategy with this card. So I don't think I go further with him. Also, I defense points. So if I have to play more defensively, there we go. Also, I can put it back to my hand from my graveyard during any time of my main phase. So great card indeed. Next of my bit sticks, triple Paladin of the Course Dragon. Level 4 monster, light zombie also, 1900 attack points, huge deal. His effect, it's not really why we're playing this deck, his card, sorry, it's mostly because of his bit stick strategy. But if you have, for example, like I said, zombie world on the field, or your opponent is playing zombie monster, on spot turn you can target one level 4 or lower zombie monster to and your opponent's graveyard that was destroyed by battle, and you can special summon that target. So for example, if my opponent played Outplay Spread a Zombie, I'm just giving you an example, and I destroy it by battle, I can then use Paladin of the Course Dragon to special summon it on my side of the field. So Bitsticks, it only does that. I love him. He's also very cool, and yeah, Bitsticks guys, Bitsticks. Next, one Mizuki. This card is wonderful. We just need one. Also, I think it's limited, right? Yeah, it's limited to one. That is why we're only playing one. So, one Mizuki, it's all we need, obviously. It still have a lot of attack points. It's not perfect. It's not like 1900 like the others. But it's still cool. You can banish this card from a graveyard to target one zombie type monster in your graveyard, special summon a target. So it's like a free banish special summon card. So this is why this card is such a big deal. Yeah, it's just some staples for a zombies deck, alright? It's not a huge deal, but yeah, it's like Parent Turtle, but less cool, I guess. I don't know. It's a cool card. I love it. Next, 3 Thunder King Ryo. So I know it's not a zombie, but it's light, so it's part of our light zombie deck. Thunder King is such a good card. Alright, let me read this for you. Neither player can add cards from the deck to their hand except by drawing them. I know there's a lot of meta decks that love to add cards to the hand, so this is why this card is such a big deal. As long as did I just bite my tongue? Anyway, so as long as this card is stay on the field, my opponent cannot draw cards. Also, myself, I cannot, but since I do not have cards that use this effect of drawing cards, other than, you know, I cannot have cards, so yeah, there we go. So this is why it's such a fun card. Also, his second effect, look at this. During either player's turn, when your opponent will special summon a monster, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard, negate the special summon, and destroy it. This card is also a negate. It stuns and negates special summons. It's such a good card. Also, like I said earlier, it can work with Honest, which is also why this card is so good. Alright, just to tell you real quick, yeah, my cards are not really properly sleeved. It's because I'm still waiting for my custom sleeves to come by. Until then, I would just be like double sleeving them. And also, I'm not really playing in real life right now, so this is not a big deal. Just to make sure that you guys don't panic as why I don't have sleeves for these cards. So, 3 Thunder King, ready. Grateful card for this deck. Next, one zombie monster. I don't need 2, only 1 is perfect. You know, on spot turn you can send 1 monster from your hand to the graveyard, then target 1 level 4 all our zombie monster and in their player's graveyard, special summon that target. So this card has to be remain face up on a field to activate and to resolve this effect. So yeah, there's no really need to play more than 1. It's a great card. It permit me to like bring back my Paladin, or you know, like for example my Paladin or Pyramid Turtle, I guess, Mizuki, or any other cards, for example Honest or Thunder King Ryo if I have a zombie world enable. Otherwise, just to really bring back Pyramid Turtle or Paladin of the Course Dragon for now, or also Mizuki. But I don't think Mizuki we want to, you know, bring it back to the hand. We just want to let it stay in the graveyard to special summon anytime soon. So yeah, Zombie Master, great card, at least one, it's perfect. Next, we will have Double Cyber Dragon. This is a real staples for this format. Great cards, light, again, light monsters, so it works with Honest. I can special summon this monster without tributing if my opponents control monster and I do not. It works perfectly well. Also, if my opponent is playing machine decks, I have 2 Chimera Fortress Dragon ready for it. It's not a big deal. Like Cyber Dragon, it's a no-brainer. Must go cards on the main deck. For me at least, I know there's people that don't really play that card in their main deck. I'm not sure, but for me, I will just do it because I love this card. I love Cyber Dragon. I have like the current format. I had a Cyber Dragon deck until the ban of Verity Anaconda, but yeah, I'm really happy to have this card in my main deck. Next is a little bit questionable. Plague Spiritor Zombie. The reason why this card is, like I said, questionable is because you have a lot of choices instead of them. For the last card, I will either play Plague Spiritor Zombie with in my extra deck Revival Addis or Tombkaiser Dragon, but I do not have both of these synchro monsters. So my Plague Spiritor Zombie is really questionable right now. Also, it doesn't work really well in my deck because it's a dark monster. I don't really need synchro monster to really work to do my strategy, but it's like, you know, it's a +1, I guess. It's not like a bad card for this deck, alright? But we can have better. For example, I can replace this Plague Spiritor from 1 Trap Dot Shoot. I don't really need more monsters on my deck because I already have all I need in here. But it's either 1 Trap Dot Shoot or 1 Plague Spiritor Zombie with Tombkaiser Dragon and Revival Addis and the extra deck. I didn't really test it out which one is better from the two, but like if I will give you suggestion, I will either go with Plague Spiritor Zombie with Tombkaiser Dragon and Revival Addis in the extra deck, or just 1 Trap Dot Shoot. So yeah, so I'm still going with 1 Plague Spiritor because I really love playing with him. I really love trying to learn how to play synchro monsters, and yeah, we'll just go with it and see how it goes. So now we're going to do sorry, I was going to the extra deck, but I'm not done yet. We have the spells. First of all, Mystical Space Typhoon, it's a staples. Do I really need to talk more about this? I don't think so. 2 Book of Life, wonderful card in this deck. What does it do? Special summon 1 zombie type monster from a graveyard to the field and remove 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard from play. Such a huge deal. Of course, it's not quick play, otherwise it will be so broken. But this card is why this deck is going very well. This card saved me a lot of games. It's second effect of removing 1 monster in my opponent's graveyard. It's such a big deal. Yeah, this is really a good deck. A good card, sorry. A good staples for my deck. It's like, I guess it's really necessary for every zombie decks. After that, we have triple Book of Moon. Really, really cool card. Especially in this format. I know it's played like in Speed Duel, it's played in a lot of format. This card is so good. But why is that good? Well, first of all, it's a quick play. We can play with, it's such a versatile card. You can play with in any situation. To stop, for example, a synchro summoning by, you know, Book of Moon, the tuner monster, or for example, if you're going to be attacked by monster from your opponents, you can just boop, Book of Moon, there we go, no big deals. And yeah, so Book of Moon, really good staples for this deck. 3 because it helps the deck a lot. Before that, I didn't even think of using this and using this card in this form in my decks, but after trying it and like after getting it to suggest or by the format library and by playing it, and I understand why this card is really strong. It's really, really strong. Next, Heavy Storm, 1, of course, stable. Do I really need to explain why we need to play this card? I don't think so. Again, brain control. I see a lot of people stealing games because of this 1 card. It is such a bullshit card. Limited to 1, of course. I mean, logics. This card is really great. It's perfect, even for my deck, it's perfect. You know, I can just steal like the F-Turner of my opponent if I want to synchro summon or any shit like that. This is why Plague Spiritor Zombie is not such, you know, important in my decks. It's like an optional optional way of playing my decks, because Brain Control can just steal me a Turner from my opponents, or like, for example, stealing the play, like the final monster of my opponent when I have none, just to finish the game. Anyway, this card is like Book of Moon versatile. They can be played at any situation, and it's such a wonderful card. Like you can literally steal the win from your opponent. Alright, Zombie World. Like I said earlier, at first I was playing 3 of them, then I just realized, oh, this card can break my deck, really. Plus, when I realized I do not need to really play the strategy of trying to steal my opponent's resources in this graveyard, I just started to just play one Zombie World, and since then it's been wonderful. I do not break with this card anymore. When I finally receive it, it's such a good moment when I need it. So yeah, all monsters on the field and in the graveyards become zombie monster. The player can tribute summon monster except zombie monster. So it's really cool against, for example, Caius, the Shadow Monarchs, Rise, just by against any Monarchs in the game. It's really strong against any decks that tribute summon, for example, Ancient Gears or, like I said, Monarchs or stuff like that. Sorry. Also, the fact that it's almost on the field and the graveyard because zombie monster can help my decks a lot to steal stuff if I really want to, or just to stun lock my opponents. So yeah, another great card to have. Double Tarlord Road for Mirror Force, for Evil Storm, for anything that can destroy 2 cards or more that I control, negate the effect, and if you do destroy that card, then you can special summon 1 Stardust Dragon from your extra deck. Really cool card to have. 1 Call of the Undead. I don't know, really need to explain why I have to play this card. The Range Attribute, the same, when a monster is summoned, destroy all monsters on the field. Double Skill Drawing. Alright guys, alright, now you can, come on guys, don't insult me in the comments. Alright, I have to play this card. Alright, I'm such a household, I'm sorry. It's still a stun deck, guys. I mean, it's a fun deck, but I have to play this card. I'm sorry, it's such a great card. I mean, come on guys. Alright, Skill Drain, just to negate every effect on the field of monster. Mirror Force, of course. Staples, we have to. Double Dimensional Prison, the third one is in my extract deck. I will show you after that. 1 Solemn Judgment. I do not need to explain. Staples, and also Bottomless Trap Hole for the last Staples. So yeah, this is my main deck, guys. I hope you like it. Now we can just jump right into this extra deck. So, first of all, the double Stardust Dragon for Starlight Road, like I said. Crit card, it's such a good card. I really love. Like, before that I was like, yeah, I mean, it's a cool, I mean, I love the heart. But when I started reading this, I was like, what the fuck, man. When a card or effect is activated that will destroy a card on the field, quick effect, you can tribute this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. During the end phase, if this effect was activated this turn and was not negated, you can special discard from your graveyard. So yeah, easy, negate, special summon it back to the field during the end phase. A quick effect, so you can even use it during your opponent's turn. Wow. Yep. This is why I'm such like. Should I really remove Plague Spitter Zombie from my deck, even though it's not that great? I mean, look at him. Look at this card, man. Oh my God, Stardust Dragon. Alright, after that, double Chimera Tech Fortress for matchups with my 2 Cyber Dragon, for example, machines like Action Gear or gadgets, Machina, etc., Morphotronics. There we go. Easy. 1 Armory Horn. Staples for side decks. Goyo Guardian, really strong card. Alright, first of all, guys, errata, just right here. Back then, in 2010, this card was not only it was not hard turner, it was any turner. As long as it was our turner, you can synchro summon this card. So this is why we can play this card, even though we don't have a hard turner in our deck, because it was any turner, so Plague Spitter Zombie can work. Flamboyant Urukrizas, Hero Synchro, 1 toner plus 1 non-monster toner. X-Saber Urbillum. Why do I have such trouble? There we go. Problem. Like showing the cards. There we go. Magical Andric, perfect for late games to gain LP during each end phase for Psychic. Red Dragon Arcfiend. Yep, there you go. Black Rose Dragon, really strong card. I really love it. When this card is Synchro Shaman, you can destroy all cards on the field. Really strong. For a Brickboard. Colossal Fighter, of course, we have to play this card. Ally of Justice Castator. Dark Hand Dragon. And finally, Tough Ruler Arcfiend. Yep, this is it. So yeah, this was my extra deck. Now we can continue on, and the final of this video which is the side deck. Of course, DD Crow, huge staple in the side deck. I know now there's people that main deck this card. It's not really worked well in my deck for main decking. The reason why is because I really need all the monsters I have in my main deck right now. There's no like optional monsters, maybe except like Blake Spiritor Zombie, but you know, if you move it for throughout the shoot, then I don't have really monster to remove. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe I can remove Monzobi Master and Muzuki, or the doubles or Cyber Dragon anyway, or like one Rider Zombie and one Zombie Master. Anyway, this is really hard, but DD Crow, it's worked perfectly fine. It's better in my side deck. Otherwise, not that good, but in my side deck, it's perfect. Huge staple, huge staples. Next, pulling the rug, of course, doubles. I don't need to explain why this is such a great card. One Smashing Ground. Such a good card. Double Light Imprisoning Mirror for matchup, for example, Fairies or Light Sworn. Huge deal, because when the effect of a light monster activated on the field or in the graveyard negated. So I know that I'm playing a light zombie decks, but do I really use, you know, I do not have effects that activated, except for maybe Thunder King Ryo, but other than that, I don't really play it. You know, for example, like Goku, it's not activated on the field, it's activated at the hand. You know, when I normal summon it, it's not even an activation. I just can't do it without activating anything. So, you know, even Cyber Dragon is the same shit. So, yeah, this card is really great. It does not really impact me. It's more impacting my opponents, which is perfect. So, Fairies and Latsworn, watch out for this card. Incredible. Double Bulk of course out for matchups, for example, Frogs or anything that use the effect of flip effect monster that are playing face down monster. My third dimensional prison for going versus aggro decks, perfect. And finally, triple Doors Tornado. So I'm still missing cards. I know there's missing 2 cards. The reason why is that I do not have them in real life yet, but the cards will be. I will just, you can look at me. The cards is double my body as a shield. So like I said, the goal of this deck was to like going in a beat stick strategy to just beat down my opponents with back row. My body as a shield is a perfect card to protect this monster, these beat sticks. I can just pay them 1,500 life points and negate and destroy the cards that is trying to destroy my monsters by cards or by effects. So yeah, whatever cards and the back and the, you know, in the back row and the side deck. So I'm not sure that my side deck is really that great, you know, like 3 Doors Tornado is actually questionable. I'm not sure, you know, I'm not really that experienced yet to be able to like build a proper side deck for my deck. I will have to learn it the hard way in battle. But yeah, so this is my deck profiles of my light zombie light zombie dragon. What I'm talking about, my light zombie stun deck. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a shout out in the comments below. Just let me know if you like this deck or if you have suggestion, anything at all. Don't hesitate to say that in the comments. Subscribe, like, share the video, and yeah. So guys, I will see you in the future. I think my next video will be about me playing this deck on Duel Links books, just to show you the gameplay of this deck. But yeah, so yeah, I'm proud of doing my first video ever in English officially in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Edison format. So I love you all, and see you next time. It was fun night, and I'll see you later. Peace.